Let's talk about Nashville tuning. Nashville tuning means that the top 3 strings are tuned in the normal way, and the bottom 3 strings are tuned an octave higher. And it sounds like that. And takes away a lot of the boominess that we sometimes face with guitars, especially when you have a basic production with a lot of instruments, keyboards, other guitars which are doing power chords or kind of more fuller sound. And we want something to really cut through while still maintaining the individual notes. This helps a lot, especially when using compression, because the lower strings have more energy, so sometimes they trigger the compression and then the higher strings kind of get lost. And the benefit is that you can still play as usual. You don't have to find different chord positions or play higher up the neck. So you play open chords. And it sounds great when playing distortion parts because I can still play power chords, but it sounds very kind of clean and doesn't take a lot of space in the low frequencies. Playing a part like that on a normal guitar would mean that I would have to block all the low strings and try to find different configurations for chords, where here I just play very basic chord positions. And I do it on 6 strings rather than 4 or 3 if I had to play just the higher portion of the neck. And it has a very kind of piercing sound which I can use in the production to get the parts really emphasized and being able to hear the different strings. It has this quality of open tuning while playing normal chord positions. And it's great for rhythm parts as well. Let's hear it with some crunchy sounds. So it sounds very different than playing, which you can still do because the top 3 strings are tuned in the normal way. It leads to different kind of fingering combinations, which is unusual. The way I modified this guitar to accommodate Nashville tuning was basically to block the notches on the first bottom strings on the nut and then recarving them with like thinner gauge so I can put a D string tuned up bitone to give me the E, a G string tuned up bitone to give me the A, and a top E string tuned down to give me the D. I just love this tuning. I was able to dedicate this guitar for this setup. It has TV Jones pickups. It has a really nice tone to it, and it really works well with this type of tuning. I just love this method, and it leads to a lot of different ideas that I wouldn't be able to obtain in any other way. Like open tuning, but played with normal fingering, normal chords. The other thing I have going here is this mic that's picking just the string sounds in the room. So it doesn't sound like much on its own, but when mixed together with the pickup sound, I can really balance the two and give it a little bit more punch, and I can really hear the pick, attack, and transient. The thing is not to get the mic too close to the strings, otherwise you get this nasty proximity effect, which is really hard to get rid of. At the right distance, it really adds a lot to the sound. Of course, it's very, very quiet, so we need to turn the mic right up, which brings up the room noise. I have the door here open so I can hear the fans from the machine room, but I just need a little bit of it in the mix, and then it adds a lot. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do, and I'll see you on the next one.